In the previous video, we have studied about the various structures, the ducts which are responsible for carrying the sperms from the testis to the finally for ejaculation. Now, during the transportation of the sperms from the testis to the point where through the urethral meatus where they will be ejaculated, the secretions of certain glands are added to these, and these secretions are added at various points throughout the duct system so as to facilitate the easy movement of the sperms, and also the nourishment is provided during their transportation. So here we are going to study about the glands which are playing a major role in the transportation of these sperms. We call these as accessory sex glands. There are three types of glands which are found. The first is the seminal vesicle. The second is prostate gland. And the third is bulbourethral gland, or we also call it as Cowper's gland. So these three are the major glands which pour their secretions into the duct system so as to facilitate the movement of the sperms and also to provide the nourishment. Now, out of these three, only one is paired, that is a seminal vesicle. So seminal vesicle is a paired gland structure, and it is present near the ampulla of the vas deferens. You can see over here, it is as the vas deferens is traveling and it is covering the urinary bladder, the secretions of the seminal vesicle gland. Since we are seeing only the one part of it, it's a paired structure. We are just seeing one part of it. The other is that side, the other side. So the seminal vesicles will pour the secretions into this the vas deferens. Now, the ampulla is the region where the vas deferens slightly enlarges. It becomes slightly bigger in size, and over here the sperms are stored for a certain period of time. So, the seminal vesicle is a paired structure and it is present near the ampulla of the vas deferens. As I told you, ampulla is the slight enlargement area of the vas deferens which is present near the urinary bladder, and it is the site for the storing of sperms for a short duration of time. They are mature sperms. Now it secretes a alkaline fluid which contains fructose, citrate, ascorbic acid, prostaglandins, some coagulating enzymes, and these is an alkaline fluid. That means the secretions of the seminal vesicle are on alkaline in nature and they open up into vas deferens. So seminal vesicle pour the secretions over there in vas deferens. The other gland, which is the prostate gland, as you can see over here, the prostate gland is a large gland. It's a big gland and it's chestnut shape. As you can see over here, the chestnut shape of the prostate gland, and it is present near the initial parts of the urethra. Now you know the urinary bladder opens up through the urethra. So over here the prostate gland is present towards the initial part of urethra. Now the secretions of the prostate gland, when we talk, it provides a secretion which is thin, milky, slightly acidic fluid. Here the seminal vesicle is giving the alkaline fluid or secreting the alkaline fluid, whereas the prostate gland secretions are acidic and they are called prostatic fluid. So we also call it as prostatic fluid. This prostatic fluid consists of several spermatozoa activating and nourishing enzymes. So as the sperms are being transported from the seminiferous tubules to retrotestis to vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. So during this transportation, as they are entering into the vas deferens area, they provide the spermatozoa activating and nourishing enzyme, and this opens up into urethra. The seminal vesicle is opening into vas deferens, whereas the prostate gland is opening into the urethra. Coming to the third, that is the bulbourethral gland or the Cowper's gland. It is present below the prostate gland. You can see the location. The prostate gland is present over here. The bulbourethral gland is present just below the prostate gland, and it secretes an alkaline mucus. This mucus is actually for the lubrication of the penis, so as to facilitate the easy movement of the penis, and also it neutralizes the acidic urine, because the urine is acidic in nature, and if the acidic nature of the sperm the acidic nature of the urine is not favorable for passing out of sperms. So it neutralizes the acidic urine, because this duct is a common duct for passing of both urine and the sperms. So it neutralizes the acidic urine and opens up into the urethra. Bulbourethral gland is therefore important. Now all the three glands, when the secretions are combined, we call it as seminal plasma. Seminal plasma can therefore is the secretions of the various accessory glands, and it is highly rich in fructose, citrate and all that, which provides nourishment to the sperm. Seminal plasma is different from semen, because here we are talking in only about the secretions of the various glands, but the semen is the fluid mixture of spermatozoa. That means it is also including the spermatozoa and the secretions of the Cowper's gland, also the seminal plasma. So semen is a aggregation where it is having the spermatozoa, the secretion from the bulbourethral gland or the Cowper's gland, and also the secretions from the prostate gland and the seminal vesicle. Now you can make out, since it is secreting the alkaline, the seminal vesicle is secreting alkaline fluid, prostate is secreting acidic fluid, it is also bulbourethral is also secreting slightly alkaline fluid. Therefore the pH of semen is 7.3 to 7.5. Now let's talk about what are the functions of the seminal plasma or the seminal fluid. The seminal fluid actually helps or enables the transportation of the sperms. The second important point is it nourishes the sperms during the transfer from the testis right to the ejaculation. The third important point is it helps, the secretion helps in the lubrication of penis. And fourth is it neutralizes the acidic urine. And also remember that since although the penis is the site for the excretion of the urine as well as ejaculation of the sperms, at one time either the urine is passed or the semen is ejaculated. Both the functions are not performed simultaneously. I hope you are able to understand the complete duct system as well as the gland system.